Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and welcome back to Let's Play the Stanley Parable. Are you ready to have your
All
brains—
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
You
Stanley decided
just
to go to the
interrupted
meeting room.
me!
Perhaps he had simply missed a
How
memo.
dare you! Okay. Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and welcome back to Let's Play the Stanley Parable. Are you ready to have your brains explode out your ears? Well, get ready because it's gonna happen. The adventure line. Where was that adventure line? I saw him before. You can't run a what? Okay, that's just an open door. There's open doors all over the place behind the scenes here. And I'm pretty sure that I could get to them somehow. But I don't know where. Where'd the adventure line go? I know I saw him. I say him.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You got it, buddy. Let's see here. I know I saw! I know I saw it! Dablet? What happened to the adventure line? I don't know.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
No!
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and
Wait a
coming
minute.
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Wait a minute! Why did it loop? Why didn't it go like, hey, you've been in that broom closet before? What's going on? Is that a button? No, that is a light. Alright, let's see what's down here. I haven't been down here yet, so.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
Okay.
He might be fired for that.
Yeah.
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he
1, 2,
believed
B4.
everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy.
Yeah.
And then something occurred to Stanley.
What?
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Oh!
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
Like what?
For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Ah!
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
What is it?
I'm dreaming!
Oh!
He yelled. This is all a dream.
Of course!
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Oh
He
no!
thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
I'd say so.
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float
Ooh!
off the ground.
Oh, I'm flying!
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared.
Whoa.
It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
I don't know.
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head.
Yeah?
One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
What?
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
What?
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently and invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back. the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Let me wake up.
I'm through with this dream.
I'm all done.
I wish it to be over.
I want to go home.
Let me go back to my job.
Yeah.
Let me continue pushing the buttons.
Okay.
Please.
Please.
It's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife.
I want it.
And my job.
Want it.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
I want it.
My life is normal.
Normal.
I am normal.
Me.
Everything will be fine. I am okay.
I'm not okay, am I? Uh-oh.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real.
My eyes is going red.
Anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Did I die?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
My brain! My brain! What happened? My brain!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's different! You can't tell me it's just different! Things are different! I don't know. My brain! My brand. What?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, you got it, buddy. Why are things different now? That's the same. What's going on? What's going on?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, maybe. What about the broom closet?
Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not
Okay.
going to encourage you. I'm not going to say... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What happens? What would happen if I... What would happen if I... Is it just gonna do the same thing again? Will it do something different? Here we go!
But Stanley just couldn't do
Yeah!
it.
Ah,
He considered
crap, it's gonna be the
possibility
same
of
thing
facing his
again.
boss, admitting he had left his post
You're
during
pissed!
work hours. He
Oh,
might be
pissed.
fired for that. And in such a
God,
competitive
pissed! I
economy,
did it again!
why had he taken that risk?
Oh no,
All
I did
because
it
he
again.
believed everyone had
I
vanished.
did it again.
His boss would think he was crazy.
I did it again.
And then something occurred
I
to
did it
Stanley.
again.
Maybe, he thought to himself.
Okay, I'm gonna
maybe
zoom past
I
this
am
part.
Crazy. All of my
BRB.
co-workers blinking.
I'm not crazy. I'm perfectly sane. I got the inclination to be better at this game. I'm not dreaming. Where's the blacksmith? Where's the blacksmith? Okay. what the hell has happened. But we're back in the
Stanley knew the
norm.
office layout
Shut
like the back of his hand.
up!
It was only a matter of time before he
My
found
brain.
others, wherever they were.
It hurts.
Just a matter
Where's
of
the
time.
adventure line? I know I saw the adventure line somewhere here. I know it was here. Whatever. I don't care. I'm gonna make a different choice. I'm gonna do something different. Something out of the ordinary that you're not gonna do.
Stanley came to
Shut
a set
your
of
mouth.
two open. This was not the correct way
Don't
to the meeting
care.
room, and Stanley knew it perfectly.
I know
well.
your face.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
That's
just to
where it
admire
was. That's where the adventure line was. But it's not there right now.
Yes, true.
What is going
worth
on?
admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his
No.
left.
No, 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 no. What I'm gonna
Stanley
do,
was so bad at following
without a
directions,
shadow of a
it's
doubt,
incredible he wasn't
is gonna
5
go over
years
there.
ago.
I went over there. I'm gonna go over there.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
Shut up!
I'm not your enemy.
Yes,
really,
you
I'm
are.
not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
Dick.
But the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
My death!
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for her.
Who's her? Wait a minute, who's her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who's her?
She's been waiting.
Who's her? My compy? Okay. Who's her? I don't know who her is. Messing with my brain. Ah, it's dark! Cigarette butts. All right, here we go.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Say what? Ah!
Stanley, is that you?
Huh?
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Whoa!
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife? Who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside.
No!
Let me show you what's really going on.
No! Mannequin! No!
But you're in my story now.
Oh, that's how it's gonna be, bits? Oh, I see. All right, fine then. I'm going the... I don't have choice anymore! Uh-oh. Things have gone... Ugh.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
No!
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him. And every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
I can't move anywhere. What am I doing? I can't do anything! It's all blocked up! Hello, loving wife, mannequin. Why has my wife gotta be a mannequin? I can't do anything! I can't do anything! I literally cannot do anything. This is blocked up here. TV's blocked. Furniture is all askew. What? I can't! Please press H. Oh, okay.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
I did it.
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home.
Whoa.
Now he's coming back to work.
What?
One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
When did this change? What?
But in his mind, In his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Okay. Press M to watch TV. Okay.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Spend time with the boys. Okay.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
I'm prepared, Dennis.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
I remember that.
Down another was a game with a baby.
I did
and
that.
he called it the Stanley Parable.
Okay.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I love you! I love you!
There is no answer.
Oh,
How
crap.
could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has.
I know what he's
Nothing
doing.
has changed.
I know what he's
The longer
doing.
he spends here, the more invested he gets.
I know what he's
the
doing.
more he forgets which life is the real one.
Oh, go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm doing it! Ah!
You see?
Oh,
Can he
crap.
just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Oops. E W remove key escape.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button.
No!
And I tried again.
No!
And Stanley pushed a button.
No!
And I tried.
No! You killed me, you bastard! Ah! My brain! Oh, sorry, I got a little brain in my headphones. God! Okay, that's enough for this episode. I'm gonna go again. This game is awesome, by the way. If you haven't gotten it yet, you need to get it. There's so many things here. So many avenues to explore. I know where I'm going next, so thank you so much for watching. What? What? Did I do that wrong? Or is that exactly how I did it before? I don't remember. What's going on? Bye-bye! Ah! Oh, what the hell? That's normal!
I need to find a bucket filled with water to extinguish the fire. I feel like there's something in the attic I need to find that key. These pranks are in the way. I must get rid of it. Okay, so that relates to the window, the roof, and this fire and that portal thing. Over there. Get out of my way! Get me! Thank you. What is that? Is that steam I hear? More